There's 6 states and 2 territories, and we have a once a year interstate championship where you all get to compete against each other. It sort of rotates between all the different states throughout the year, and sometimes it's like the best time ever going to certain places that you don't get to go to so often.
You met your wife?
Yeah, I met my wife through Bridge. We've been together since I was about 18.
Wow.
We've been married for at least 10 years now.
Yeah. Did you go off to college somewhere? Was it like a long distance thing for a long time?
We were about long distance for about a year. She moved down to university.
She plays bridge. Is she here with you?
Not here, I'm by myself, but basically most of the time we take it in turns to who gets to go to what event.
Does she represent on the women's team for Australia, or?
She's trialling for the Australian mixed team this year. She hasn't made the Australian women's or mixed, semi-finalists.
Do you guys play together?
We have played together. She frequently plays on the Victorian women's team.
Explain to people outside of Australia, there's a Victorian women's team. Do you guys split into regions?
Yeah, there's 6 states and 2 territories, and we have a once a year interstate championship where you all get to compete against each other. It sort of rotates between all the different states throughout the year, and sometimes it's like the best time ever going to certain places that you don't get to go to so often.
Where do you guys live in Melbourne?
Yep. I live about an hour and a half out of Melbourne. I was in Melbourne most of my life, but last couple of years moved out to the country. I like the places that I don't get to go to much. Queensland, Western Australia, and Tasmania are my favourites to go to.
I think Peter was telling me that you guys are no longer going to be doing the Gold Coast.
Yeah, supposedly this coming February is Gold Coast's last tournament ever, which Gold Coast is the best event on the calendar.
So Madeira, I heard, was sold out for this week because everybody's flying to Madeira right now, and it's one of my things that I wanted to do actually is put a best of the tournaments to go to, and Australia has been a bucket list thing for me, and all of the Americans have talked about, the Rosenbergs have gone many years.
I like it. Pulled a good international crowd, but they just couldn't get a venue. There's the convention centre, and the venue was messing around. It was so big they couldn't find other spots on the Gold Coast. I feel like something's going to happen. There's so much goodwill, and something maybe another event in a similar vein will pop up, but officially there's the last one, and looking forward to it. I want to hopefully can win the last Gold Coast ever or something. That would be cool.
I had to figure out a way to get there. It's going to be the last one. It was a bucket list. That was the other thing, is when I decided, when I decided to leave my corporate job, is I wanted to figure out something that I could do my job wherever I was. Now you left graduate school.
Yep.
And you were studying engineering. You decided to make a go of being a professional bridge player.
Yep.
And does your wife have a full-time position then?
She is also a professional bridge player, but more on the teaching side.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me she likes to teach beginners, which we need more of those.
Yeah, her passion's absolutely teaching beginners, and she's started convening lots of events. She's a fantastic organizer. I'm not, but she's good at doing this. There's this one time that she organized an event at the Melbourne Government House just because she wanted to. She contacted Government House and said, "Hey, can we have your hall for a day? We want to run a bridge tournament." They said, "Sure, that's fine." And she got 2 players from every bridge club in Victoria to come along, and everyone had an absolute blast, and it was all free, and she
fun.
just did it just because she could.
Yeah. How is Australia as far as bridge being an Olympic mind sport? Do you have any government funding?
The government's not.
Has people tried to see about the government being supportive? This is the thing, is I wonder if we've even tried here in the United States.
I haven't heard of things getting rejected on that. I think it definitely could get tried more.
This is the thing, is I think there was a time frame. I think we should try again.
Yeah.
I think being recognized. You're representing the United States or representing Australia, and the country might take some pride in that, and then also give some of the funding. And it's one of the things that I've been trying to do, and it's been talked about with other people, is the cost to travel to do our sport is getting more and more expensive. I think it would be fun. Daryl Eves gave me some ideas. I think we should reconvene.
Yeah.
We should reconvene probably maybe with either Steve Rain or Kai Ecker or Morgan at a bridge table.
Yeah.
Online.
Sounds good.
I think chat the creators amongst ourselves and continue for part 2. I think that could be fun. That and rip on each other as well while we're playing bridge, which could be amusing. Okay. It's starting to get busy here. Bye.
Bye.